Hello there everyone, welcome to Corey Loses, where today we are going to be starting a new playthrough in Stellaris with the new Overlord DLC that just came out a couple days ago. We've had a playthrough going on in the last version of Stellaris with the Legacy of the Old Republic mod, which is close to being finished on the YouTube side. We already finished it up in the recording, so we are going to be doing this as a live stream series here, taking our old species, the Quepto, from I think we played them in one of the multiplayer streams with Ek and Charlie. They're going to be coming back with a few modifications. I changed their origin to be from the new what's it called? The new origin from the Stellaris Overlords DLC, the Imperial Fief, I think. But yeah, so I also changed a couple other things. I gave them a new logo, which is probably not that important. But they are a warrior culture. They have functional architecture. They're a war council, oligarchy. They're fanatic militarist, spiritualist, intelligent, non-adaptive, and ingenious. So that's what we're going to be doing. The plan right now is to go against our overlords, but we'll see how that poll shakes out in chat right now. Currently, everyone does seem to, or we're 75%, 80% for undermining the jerks. But we'll see if that changes. And let's get in game. So I think I'm going to do a relatively small map for the first one. And it's not eligible for achievements because I probably don't have Iron Mode Man on. Iron Mode Man on? Iron Man mode on? There. Why not? I never like load an old save in Stellaris anyways. So not that I care that much about getting achievements. I'm gonna leave everything else, I think, on default. We'll actually reset to default because I don't think anything else is. I think some settings might have been carrying over from the Legacy Old Republic stuff. So yeah, we do want to stay on a relatively small map. Where's the AI empires? I'm gonna turn that up quite a bit. Like we're gonna get a little bit locked in, maybe. We'll just we'll stay on elliptical there. So Fallen Empires, one makes sense there. Advanced AI starts. I'm not sure if that includes stuff with the origin. But either way, we'll stick on that, and I'll go up one difficulty to Captain. Scaling difficulty goes to the difficulty. Any AI bonuses from the difficulty settings scale up over time, starting at 0 and reaching maximum at the end of the game. So I don't know if that goes just towards the difficulty you've set, or if it starts the difficulty you set. I'm going to keep it off. Advanced neighbors. Off. Okay, I think we're good. Either Nicholas, Stryton, Matt. I think someone else is being covered by the poll right now. I read War Council as War Criminal for a second. Not yet. Imperial fiefdom. As we stepped out of our homes and system for the first time, we were approached by a foreign empire who demanded our subjugation. Through a painful memory for our people, we have learned a lot in our short time. Though a painful memory for our people, we have learned a lot in our short time as a vassal, with the relationship proving more beneficial than we could have hoped for. We are not the only vassal of our new overlord, as we have had a chance to meet diplomats and ambassadors from some of the other empires under their thumb. We do not see quite eye to eye with some of them, but we believe they will prove useful allies for the time being. Though we are looking forward to a day where we can once again decide our own future, we will accept our subject nature for now, and make the most of the situation we have been put in. Alright, set up our research. Always go for the research speed first. Food. I'm gonna do food. And we'll get the improved minerals. Like, we are militarists, we're gonna have a lot of military stuff coming up. But for now, that's all that's gonna be. The Holy Obhan Empire. They are xenophile, militarist, and materialist. So, not quite our spiritual selves. Hey there, Tobias? Or Thomas? Oh my, I don't know why. Sorry. It was out of the corner of my eye. I've never messed that one up before. I can read. Welcome, dear newfound allies. We felt it was only right to contact you now that we have chosen to partake in our alliance. It pleases us that you choose to see reason rather than forcing our hand towards violence. Well, they're making it sound like this has just happened. Do we want to say we're proud to be part of their alliance? Let's, yeah, we'll undermine them from a point where they like us. And we are proud to welcome you. After careful consideration, we have decided to invest a significant amount of resources into helping you specialize your empire. It will enable your empire to play an important role in the future of all our friends and allies. We were not entirely sure what your people would be more comfortable with, however. A militarized specialization? A scholarly one? Or are you more interested in materials and minerals? Okay, convert to a bulwark specialist, focus on military and defenses, will pay an influence tithe for expanding, receive a fleet of destroyers and the technology necessary to craft more. Scholarly, get a science ship and a scientist. Pay influence for expanding. Prospectorium. Pay influence for expanding. 2 construction ships. I'm gonna go with the military.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Don't get locked in. Alright. We get the free destroyer
Incoming
research there. That is
transmission.
pretty epic. The upkeep might be a problem on that. Establish an embassy with the Kingdom of the Vatnaka. Why not? And with the Prince Electorate of the Ubariks. For a second, I thought they might be our other old species. Research agreement. That's going to cost some culture. They're fanatic militarists as well. Okay, I need to not let that go on. So these are, yeah, these are their other ones. How are we going to be a bulwark if we're, like, at the far back of the galaxy? Alright, we have 1 science ship, which we are going to go out that way on. And with our shipyard, I'm going to get another science ship. That should be good. And with you, we have extra slots, extra building slots from
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
one of our traits. Finish specializing. Cool. Alright, I'm not replacing that. Construction ship, get over there just to be ready. And this science ship, I want another scientist. Research speed, anomaly. I'm gonna go with the anomalies, just it'll be a while before we actually use that, but it'll be nice to have. So, if we can get up to that star, then we can block the expansion of a lot of our buddies. Intelligent life taunts with a painted absence, reads a popular Newsnet post on Queptilium Primum. The people of the Quepto are apparently finding some humor in the fact that lower forms of alien life are now a matter of public record. Potential equals from other stars continue to elude us. The report on the traces of alien life that were recently found seemingly only add an ironic twist to the situation. Very sad. Our recent encounter with alien life forms has reignited and made suddenly more urgent the old debate on how we should approach contacting any potential intelligent alien civilizations we may meet. While some advocate focusing on establishing friendly relations as quickly as possible by contacting them with a message of peace, others advise caution, pointing out that we cannot know whether alien minds bear ill intent towards us, and that it would be unwise to let them know too much about us before it is necessary. A third, more radical group pushed for preemptive action against them. With the security of all Quepti at risk, they say, we dare not hesitate to take whatever measures necessary to gain the upper hand against any potential Xeno threat. Let's go with this. We'll go with the cautious one. We're not like xenophobic, super warlike. We just like to have a military.
Incoming transmission.
Alright, establish an embassy. Sure. And you need an admiral. We're going to get the ship weapon range one. Admiral Lord.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
That's quite expensive. Migration treaty with the geckos. Our first stumbling steps into the void beyond Quatilian Primum were not motivated solely by curiosity, or desire to conquer the unknown, or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere of Quatilian Primum has undergone rapid changes in a few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that Quatilian Primum might be faced with the beginnings of a mass extinction event, that cyclical purging of all life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. A research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered inhabitable or uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may be avoided for Primum and the Queptian race. It falls to you as the slick of the Quepto to ensure that this expedition is carried out. I am going to be quite slick, so we don't want to get wiped out for not being slick enough. Moon bump. Okay, that's the one, the archaeology one that we're not going to do quite yet. So, to avoid potential threats, we must study the effects that major calamities have on other planets. Chilly planet, desolate, noxious. Okay, we gotta find a bunch of them. Another ocean world for us. I think there's gotta be like one or two within a couple jumps. So, survey the next system. Survey the next system. And we might be able to explore a bit with our... Nope, we can't. Our military can't boldly go where everyone else is probably going to go at some other point. We now know without a doubt that thriving biosphere is not something unique to Queptilian Primum, but the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway. But our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. Habitable world survey or gain unity. I'm going to go with the habitable world one. I think we want the monument as our first structure. And what are we going to get for our first tree here? I'm not sure if they've really changed a lot of it. I guess some of it must have. Star-based influence cost reduced. That could offset a lot of our vassal downsides. Alright, the poll is going heavily in favor of undermining the jerks. 94%. So I guess people have a preference. I feel like I go for discovery a lot early, but I'm not sure if that's still the thing you're supposed to do. Anomaly research speed, okay. I don't think we need that. The extra pops from expansion seems useful too. So supremacy, what do we get for that? Naval capacity plus 20 army damage. It's not useful yet. Prosperity, mining station output. Like maybe we should go for that first. Maybe prosperity. I'm gonna go for prosperity first. Prosperity into supremacy. I'm gonna just do it completely differently from what I do before, against the entire meta, because I have no idea what that is, and then the comments will set me right. Form a commercial pact. It's going to reduce our influence gain, isn't it? Let's see.
Incoming transmission.
Yeah, it's only minus 0.25. Commercial pact. Fine. I'm not gonna piss them off just yet.
Anomaly
Move there.
found.
You can research that. We don't need to go super fast on expansion because it's gonna cost us so much influence in the first place. So just go there. They have what, three planets that have like actual planets in it, right? No, just 3 systems. The strong gravity well of Breglar 3 has pulled in massive amount of space debris, which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scoured the debris of valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal. Adds 3 mining to Breglar. Alright, I do need to actually build our resource and everything. I wanted to get to that choke point as quickly as possible, but we should be able to hold on to all this. As long as we can get there, get through that faster than the Holy
System
Oban.
survey complete.
Oh, we can. There. Alright, now build your mining stations first.
Incoming transmission.
Build research stations and mining stations. Defensive pact. I mean, we're in...
Incoming transmission.
I'm going to decline that for now. Migration treaty. I'm going to decline that for now as well. I don't want to lose the resources. Building upkeep and district upkeep. I'm going to get the building time and cost first, because that's where we're at. Okay. Now you can just survey down there, survey down there. Oh wait, I should do that the other way around. Leaders gained a level. Good new scientist force there. That was a magazine reference, but I know they're not a new scientist.
System survey complete.
Okay, that's a nice amount of minerals. Actually, let's go there, 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 there. The Gruner. The ISS Rolgerader and crew, or the ISS Rolgerader crew, are eager to report that they have uncovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring species on Tavander 2, who appear to have inhabited the planet for some 7 million years ago. While it's unclear why the species who call themselves the Gruner disappeared from the Tavander system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeology dig site on their planet. Can I use that for my mission, please? Maybe we should get another science ship. I don't want to overdo it on the science ships, but I think we can safely do that. One who can start some archaeology. Apivod civilization encountered. We've detected the presence of an alien civilization on Tavander 1 in the Tavander system. They appear to be the early space age, as evidenced by the many primitive satellites orbiting their homeworld. Their nation-states are on the path towards joining together in a global government, and it's likely only a matter of time before they venture beyond their world and join the galactic community. We should consider building an observation post above the world to study them more closely. We'll consider it.
Construction complete.
I think we won't consider it, but it's a busy time for us. Effectively capping off previous discoveries of lower life forms, the report on primitive aliens on Tavander 1 encountered by our fleets has reignited interest in the xenological sciences on Queptilium Prim, previously considered a largely theoretical field. I mean, is it theoretical? We've already met so many other
survey complete.
so many other space nations. Like it seems like a pretty safe bet that this is all what's going on. Get another scientist though. Research speed, leader experience gain, anomaly discovery chance. I'm gonna go with that one, even though we are mostly just doing excavating site on that.
Anomaly found.
And I'll just let that happen. Hey, Philip. It is quite a close pull. We'll be going slowly with our actual expansion, but What is that traveling? City districts provide an additional housing. Ringworld city segment. Okay, we're gonna go with the upkeep.
Anomaly found.
We're not paying a ton of upkeep yet, but... This asteroid appears to have been used intermittently as a base by a band of alien pirates roughly 1,000 years ago. A small boarding party entered the base and managed to recover their abandoned treasure hoard. It consisted largely of stolen trinkets and artifacts, but some still appear to be of value. Get 792 alien credits, or energy credits, and minor artifacts. Sick. I chose the military specialization. So we are pretty epic as far as that goes. This is going to be a nice big station for us. If we can upgrade it. Strength from small places. Having probed the frozen landscapes of the planet Yellow Spain 2, we think we have struck something big. Science officer Mugdal speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets, which are very warm and very cozy, and are durable yet light and also act like solar cells. They absorb solar energy with a surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely a result of evolution favoring those who could gather more heat in harsh climate. Our researchers back home could surely find some way to use this information. Let's try to find a military use. If we can have a lot of blankets distributed to all of our soldiers, then everyone will be happy, I think. Our military development researchers have made progress with the samples we sent them from Elio Spain 2. They reconstructed the biological solar cells and documented how they retain heat energy within themselves without taking damage. This has helped them develop a new defensive technology to our fleets. Alright, our blankets have been distributed. I mostly just want this this second planet. Who is this from? That's from our buddies over at the Holy Land.
Construction complete.
I really want this one next. This is a dead end, too. How do we compare to our overlords? They're overwhelming. Tech is overwhelming. Everything's overwhelming. Okay.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Tell me what you really think of us. Can I colonize, though? Yes. Ish Prime.
Incoming transmission.
The Hager Starbase has finished its construction. Yay. Migration treaty. I'm going to keep declining a lot of the treaties just because we want more influence. We're already going to be suffering a little bit from lack of influence. But, you... And... the temple do. Or consumer goods into Unity and amenities. Introduce civilian industries and then temple. We'll keep that mining district coming. Go on over there, because that one we're definitely going to want as soon as possible. We've made our first contact with mysterious aliens in the Obiskolk system. For now, we have codenamed them Yod aliens, until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we should decipher it so that we can assess how much of a threat they pose. News of alien ships humming through the ether has reached Queptilium Primum, in many ways ending the first chapter of the book of Quepto's bid for a stellar empire. I mean, again, we have a lot of people we already know about, but tell us... I guess go off. Yeah, I think these guys are gonna... Ew. They're gonna be kind of gross. What are their ethics? Authoritarian, materialist. That's probably not gonna be... Probably not gonna be our closest friends of our buddies. You are militarist, spiritualists, Warrior culture. Okay, I feel like we can be really good friends. Let's improve relations with them as much as possible. And then when we want to revolt, we'll be able to go in from both sides on our Overlord. Am I maybe assuming too much help is going to have? But maybe a little bit. Grants a lump sum of unity. Monthly unity plus 5%. Okay, let's go with that. And that's already going to be building. Can we afford both? No, we haven't actually started that yet. Okay. Let's see. City districts with extra housing. Clerk job. Trade districts. Ringworld segments provide clerk jobs. Let's increase the general specialist pop output. I'm probably getting that way too early. I'm almost certainly getting that way too early.
System survey.
Well, at least we're getting a second planet. There's so much down here that's actually pretty sick. Like, I definitely want Bellatrix. It's a tomb world. That'd be useful for our...
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
the other thing we need to do.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
Yay, our colony is happening! Archaeologists working on Yelbarasta 1 have reached a highly unstable section of the ruins. Fortunately, Uglog managed to devise an unorthodox and brilliant way of providing structural support with a complex array of directed energy fields. What about those blankets we learned about earlier? Why didn't we go straight to the blankets? Like, okay, I guess we'll get the mining station output because this is going to be just pure mining bliss for us based on these two planets. 9 of those. The forces in the vicinity have been ordered to assume a heightened state of readiness as per standard protocol. Intelligence is still analyzing what little data we have on the buggy, but it appears capable of hyperspace travel. Offensive capabilities remain unknown. As this likely represents our first contact with a new alien civilization, we can take steps to decipher their communications. I mean, it's not our first anything. Oh, new contact. Oh god. They're everywhere. I'll go for the energy grid first, even though we do want to start going more towards some military stuff. Receiving a transmission from the Ugalok Partnership. Transmission from them. See to communicate from a previously unknown empire. Okay, so it's the Antheria Alliance of Colonies. Well, they have different colors there. I am honored to have been chosen by Chairman Igan to represent the Antheria Alliance of Colonies in all diplomatic dealings with your fascinating species. You are xenophiles and materialists. We're probably not invading you anytime soon. Hey, have your arms? No, just a regular playthrough in the new expansion. We strive to unlock the full potential of technology goal we hope you find equally worthwhile. So I'll go to Divinity. Divinity might involve you having to die. Oh my god, it's cute snails. Authoritarian, xenophile, materialist. Seems to be a lot of those going around. I am honored to have been chosen by Director General Pigslock. Okay, Pigslock. And the Urgerlock Partnership. They are xenophile materialists. Again. There's no one I'm going to feel great about killing immediately. I guess that could be another situation where it's like a major grouping. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Unknown Federation. So they're all part of a federation together, and we've got our indolent overlord. Fragmented nation states. I've never actually seen that before. Is that part of the... Oh, that'd be those. Okay. I didn't think those would show up on the thing. My bad. I thought it was maybe leading up to the mid-game crisis type stuff. I'm out of Stellaris practice. I'm sorry. I've only really been playing the Star Wars mod recently. Let's get a trade hub.
Survey complete.
You're gonna patrol. Well, there's not much trade to hub there. What am I doing?
System survey complete.
We're going gun batteries and missiles. Unexpected emissions are coming from the underground caves on Moodstrom 6. Difficulty. Let's try it. We've caught neither sight nor sound of the Ode aliens for some time now. Our researchers find they have little information to go on and worry the trail may have gone cold. The ISS Gobulator, our vessel we had sent to investigate the Ode aliens, narrowly escapes a vicious attack by their forces. Seems they had thought to seize our ship to interrogate our crew, all with the aim of swinging further hostilities against us in their favor. Thankfully, the ISS Gobulator managed to engage emergency FTL before it was too late. How dare you? Alright, we'll get the
Our
quick
ships
job.
have been improved.
Yeah, so we've got an evil overlord with a bunch of
Construction
militarists
complete.
versus the Federation of the Xenophile Materialists, basically. Is this the... Ooh. I really want that, though. We're just gonna be backed into a corner by our loving space parents. Oh, no. Well, we might be SOL as far as going into FTL and getting
Construction complete.
further
Construction
this.
complete.
Preliminary excavations indicate the celestial object came straight down on top of a sprawling city.
Construction
At the time of
complete.
impact, the inhabitants were at a technological level on par with early spaceflight. As Yelparasta 1 currently does not sustain any sapient species, it's reasonable to assume the event was the beginning of the end for this civilization. It's unclear whether the rock landed
The
smack on
faithful
top
have
of the city
claimed
by
a new
design,
world.
or just a bizarre catastrophic accident. Okay, we got our new colony. Getting a lot of minerals, getting a lot of almost everything. So, I think... go with the specialized district right off the top. And... alloy foundries. Our linguists are becoming increasingly frustrated at our failure to provide them with sufficient material to make progress on decoding the language used by the Yode aliens. It seems these particular aliens are doing their utmost to prevent the signals. Alright, well I know who we're gonna invade. They're just gonna be a bunch of dicks. Okay, these guys are really just expanding as fast as possible. Maybe our overlords are gonna be our overlords for longer than expected. We have to expand the other direction. What's that? 37 we need for that. This is our other habitable. Our first factions. The Slick Slemmel has started a new faction. Council of Traditional Value. Oh no. Darius. We got the fucking NIMBYs. Oh, they're actually happy. Life Organic. They don't want droids. They don't want, okay, they want the spiritualist values. They want the tomb worlds to be... They don't even know what a tomb world is yet. Like, well, if we ever find a place with that modifier, which we don't know about, then... Uh-oh. I think they're trying to take my other habitable. Transmission from the Coalition of Oro Brea. They are authoritarian, xenophobe materialists. Okay, Okay, those are the people we hate anyways. You better not take my other habitable. Okay, it looks like they're going somewhere else. They might be going over there. Our habitable might not be habitable for them. Okay, this is going to be our first ascension perk, too. So, what are we going to get? Yeah, Tomb Worlds are basically... I think they're... like... Monopolis-type worlds near Fallen Empires or something? I forget. Some say war is bad for business, but war is our business. Our mercenaries thrive on an embattled galaxy, and through them, so will we. Mercenary Enclave capacity. I'm not sure what that actually... Mercenary Enclaves under our patronage may pay more frequent dividends. I don't know if we'll have one under our patronage, really. But that'd be the thing we actually want. Yeah, tech's a good one. Like, Interstellar Dominion could be a thing, but it'd basically just be to offset our downside. I haven't really played the base game and seen a lot of the base game ones for a while. So we probably want either tech... Tech, One Vision, Interstellar Dominion. Oh, Tomb Worlds are different. Okay. Thanks, ABS. Okay, maybe we'll go for like Lord of War, second or third. And we'll try to stay ahead on tech. I don't know how much we're going to be able to expand in the other directions. Complete. Where's our construction ship there? Need 19 influence. Okay, they're not going that direction. I just want to make sure we have at least that one. The March of the Brave. It's May, though. Local rivalry, conquest, imperial hegemony. Can I declare? Nope, not. Oops. Declare rivalry? Nope. Declare the Ugralak. Okay. Good for you guys. They're all at least getting what they wanted of that. Farm relations with Plort. And we're gonna declare rivalry after that. Get some more from that. You run up. Siege 2 tier of the Bulwark specialization. Oh, I didn't know there was tiers of that. Bulwark, just vassal. Our loyalty is plus 100? How dare you? A routine ecological study of our colony on Beige Prime has stumbled upon a strange fungal life form. The science team reports that the surface of the mycelium is shimmering and colorful, but what was most intriguing to them was the fact that the separate clusters were seemingly communicating with one another whenever something occurred within a wide radius. Furthermore, the biology of the organisms appear to be clearly alien to the ecosystem of the colony. Puzzled, the local science team has requested specialized support as we might be dealing with a sentient species. Gain some food and some influence, or take a closer look. If we can get another species in here, that'd be fun. Okay, this is going to be another world that we want to upgrade to. We have concerning reports coming from Beige Prime. Upon further examinations, it seems the alien fungus we found is emitting a signal towards a location in the galaxy that we were unable to pinpoint so far. Telemetry and security analysis indicate that it's completely possible for the mycelium to be some kind of advanced spying organism. However, it's worth noting that the organism is old. There's a fair chance that whoever engineered these spying mushrooms is not around anymore. If they are, it might be best not to poke the sleeping predator. We need to know more. And you need to become a starbase of better capacity. But what was the whole situation we were looking at there? Contacts. Negotiate the terms of our agreement with them. We're not letting that happen. The subject is free to engage in diplomacy, but must follow their overlords' votes and federations of galactic community. That's fine for now. Contribution. Basic. Oh, they're not going to go for that. Holdings limit. How many holdings the Overlord can have total across the subject's planets. I don't know what holdings are. Sensors, independent sensors, or unified sensors. Alright. We'll leave that for now. They might end up being upset by our whole war situation. I'm going to survey that one. And survey this one. You're building there. You build on that. And you go over there. We're not going to be likely to get the other one. I think we need Tavender to be our last station. No, because I think the upgrade we're putting on the other one is going to put us at the 3. Careful analysis of the mycelium and signals showed that it was likely part of a network of similar organisms, possibly spanning across the galaxy as a whole and maybe beyond. But we do not know much. We discovered as part of the network, this mycelium was also receiving signals from other places. Considering several factors, including the volume of data transferred, we do not think the network is still in use. The fact that it's partially active indicates that it's probably just dormant and not yet destroyed. End up at war with yourself? Jesus. That seems like that might need to be fixed. Don't insult me. How dare you?
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Build a spy network with them. I'm getting so many just basic achievements because I've never actually had Iron Man on. Pop growth speed. Okay, what do we want to go second? Supremacy was what I was kind of thinking. Defense platform cap, starbase upkeep down, supremacy for our shippiness. Especially if we're going towards a war. Discovery would be good for research, but I kind of think just going for our RPE, going to war early thing. I'm just gonna go for it. What does Iron Man do in the game? It basically means you can't you can't save scum. You just have the one save. So it's ultimately not something that impacts me having it on, because I've never loaded an older save.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
And it's not like it's gonna crash more like EAW, so... I'm gonna... Don't you need to have one to have the other? Like, can we just, bypass the Starhold research? I'm gonna try that. I don't know if that actually will help. That'll let me... Huh. Okay. I don't think I've ever had that before. Okay, we'll go with it. As more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy is becoming a vibrant and lively place. To avoid tragic misunderstandings between nations, an increasing number of diplomats have called for the establishment of a new pan-galactic organization, a community, if you will, where the empires of the galaxy can meet and discuss important matters. Should the Quepto pledge its support for the creation of the galactic community? No. That seems like that's going to get in the way of us invading a lot.
Construction complete.
Yeah, Overlord garrison. That is, in fact, what we have. Go for all of that, though we don't have that many civilians yet. Tunneling to the center of the impact zone, it soon became evident how the giant space rock crashed on the city. The locality had been the anchor point of a surface-to-orbit tether, a space elevator leading from one planet all the way to the small moon. Due to some accident or a severe miscalculation done by the engineering department, the tether pulled the space rock too hard, upsetting the centrifugal forces and shifting the moon to just inside the gravity well. With gravity now the enemy, even the super dense structure of the space elevator could only slow the moon's descent, not stop it. Menacingly, inexorably, the rock came crashing down on the helpless city below. Very sad. Stream is blurry? It should be going up to almost 2K, I think. Might be a connection thing. Is anyone else having issues with the resolution? Oh, you... Okay. You can't build this Star Fortress without the other one? Doesn't work that way? Alright, I'll just change this then. Because I want the Star Hold. So they've stopped any Western expansion opportunities for us, and we have our... I'm going to call them buddies over here, but they're not really our buddies. We really need that that spy network. That's just secret fealty to have the... Wow. No, not happening. Still, no. Maybe we can gather some info. I want to invade them, but I don't want to, like, die doing it. Go to our fleet manager.
Complete.
Made first contact with the Samek alien. Artie Samekis. We have surprisingly few corvettes. I didn't think we'd get that many destroyers, to be honest. Made contact with aliens in the Yump system.
Construction complete.
Building a spy now. I'm gonna get rid of the harming relations on that. Is that... I guess that's gotta be, Yeah, okay, that... For a second I thought that belonged to them. Despite our decision to not lend our support behind the founding of some sort of supranational galactic institution, several other empires have banded together to create just such a thing. In their historic joint announcement, they declared the creation of the galactic community of the galaxy. This organization is to serve as a forum where important matters that affect the galaxy as a whole can be discussed. As we refuse to take part in the creation, you're not yet a member. Who wanna coin you join? We'll consider that for later. Our secret...
System survey complete.
During the survey of Yump, the ISS Gobble Eater discovered a previously unknown strategic resource, dubbed shroud. It's an extremely rare aerosol of exotic particles that appear to have been deposited here through a meteor impact, but its true origin is a mystery. If investigated by psionically gifted individuals, this aerosol should act as a very potent and potentially addictive drug that enhances psi abilities. We don't yet possess the means to extract this resource. We should seriously consider establishing control of the system for future exploitation. They're all just going to get super high. And Jetty Collective? What are you? A hive mind? Just all consciousness? Disables tutorial? Oh no! Fine, we'll salute them, but... At the dossier. Mission accomplished, thank you. So what did that mission tell us? Nothing yet. The colony's on its way to being founded.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
What's our... Yeah, our influence, we should have enough to just build that as soon as we get over there. Or actually, no. We're building this one first. We've only got 3 systems to still go to, so... You are going to excavate site, not excavate. Not a word. Why would our intel be falling? How dare you? You're supposed to just...
Construction complete.
Do whatever we say. Trouble at home, eh? A large number of people from the Holy Oban Empire started visiting our worlds after we became a subject of theirs, expressing an interest in our culture and people. At first we figured it would be a good thing for all of us. We see a rise in conflicts between locals and Holy Oban Empire visitors as of late. They seem to harbor some misconceptions about our empire. They tend to use Holy Oban Empire culture and ideals to justify their boorishness. Oh no. Look, I grew up in Niagara. I know how the whole tourism thing works, especially like border city with the States, so like our vending machines wouldn't even take Canadian money anymore. Ridiculous. They're just doing it again. A large number of people are being dicks. So this will cost... Okay, I'll just give up the 15 influence to stop that from happening. We've picked up readings of unknown nature. The signal seems to follow some kind of repeating syntax which could indicate sapient origin. Cool. Keep doing that. Yeah, fine. Close that. Flotilla of civilian transports carrying Miravandian refugees from the Mengeti Collective has arrived in our space. They've been allowed to settle on Queptilium Primum. These unfortunate outcasts were forcibly expelled from their homes by the Mengeti authorities. They've been traveling from system to system since then. Do we actually know the Mengeti right now? Or do we have meningetitis? Contacts. Oh, that's the hive mind. They're a bit north of us. Build our mining and our research. We have a lot of mining stations that we were able to get pretty early, which is nice. At least compared to what I'm used to in the Star Wars mods. Yeah, we definitely need gun batteries and missiles, as well as target uplink computers. This is basically just going to be our entire defensive line when we decide to invade, or we go into Mudstrom. It'd be a good idea for us to build up our army, too. Or we're in the middle of a war and regretting having nothing. How are we looking on all of our resources? I think we're okay. It seems our Overlord has heard about the situation and chosen to accept our decision to close our borders. Some of our administrators feared this might have sparked a diplomatic incident, but it seems to have been narrowly avoided this time. Well, thank God. They don't want to invade us yet. They'd absolutely kill us, so... build cost and speed. I'm gonna get the upkeep and naval capacity, I think. Because we should have time to get the next level with it, but this is what's going to impact our economy the most right now, rather than building. So how are we doing for our capacity limit? Get as much of that as we can. Hangar and shield disruptors better. Trust you. Well, I'd have to get the hangar first. I don't have the fighters researched. We'll just go with that for now, and we can put it on the next level. So this is that Federation over there that's bordering our Overlord. Is it even more refugees, or the last ones? As we began to pick up more and more visual images of the aliens known as the Samek, it was inevitable that these would eventually be leaked to the wider public. Their appearances provoked widespread dismay among our populace, who have taken to describe them as repulsive cultists. Already many are demanding that we take action to deal with the new Enigma threat. Uh-oh. I'll reduce the I don't think we can... I don't think we want that much xenophobic ethics extraction right now. Not about that life. Okay. We really need to,
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I think getting the claims
new wisdom
on these planets is gonna work out better. Alright, you are... one on that. You are gonna be... that one. Archaeologists have stumbled upon an ill-fated previous expedition on Tavander II that perished long ago. Several minor artifacts were recovered from their desiccated remains.
Complete.
War were declared. This is one of our buddies from our Overlord, the little geckos. Did they just meow at me? Alright. You?
An alien empire now speaks
the royal...
to us in the language of the divine.
The royal guards? Ah, visitor, welcome. We are the shroud which is within this void-born hollow. Coven communes with forces incomprehensible to most mortal minds. We contemplate the secrets that lie hidden in dreams, reservoirs of untapped potential, the unseen gears driving the whole civilizations. The shroud reveals much to those who would listen. At this moment, I listen to you. What brings you to us? What do you yet? What's our fate gonna be? Ah, momentous query. No less poignant for being asked so many before you. Such a question carries a heavy price, but we can provide answers. Know this, however, for $9.95 an hour, you will be given as an ad on old GameFAQs forums. The shroud appears to us... Oh, a shroud allows us to perceive events which have not yet come to pass, and this knowledge shall help guide your course. But it's beyond the power of any one event to alter the tuning of the galaxy. If you would strike this bargain, know that your aspirations would extend no further than to be better prepared. But oh, what grand designs may be built upon even the merest glimpse of what is to come. What's that going to cost us? 50 influence and 900 gold? You know what? Why not? The shroud shivers. It speaks without the voice and in all voices at once. The infinite strands of time that extend from this moment now enter into confluence. Here in this place, the path ahead grows clear. Rite of divination has begun. Uh-oh. Why are it takes time? How dare it take time? Skulls are good, right? Yeah, this doesn't look ominous at all. Yeah, that can only be good. How far are we from knowing? We want to do another gather information thing? Do we need to do that if we want to know? Increase intel level. It's going to take 126 days for the next level. I'm going to do another of those missions. It'd be nice to have more alloys coming out. So we are going to do that.
The faithful have claimed a new world.
Right, and we got our third world now. The Xeno 8 Alliance. I think we need food. We need a food world. Sensors have detected the emergence of a previously uncharted anomaly. Given the incredible spike in psionic energy registered just before the event, there's almost certainly a connection to the Shroud. Could this be the change foretold by the Shroud Witches? Sign of the Locust. The will of the Shroud that the space around you take on new forms. Tread carefully but boldly and consider what marvels may lie in the paths ahead. Isn't this one of, like, the endgame crisis things that this leads to? Or is that something else? Oh well. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, cool. We need 35 more influence to claim their planet there. I probably won't be able to claim everything on our first war. You were all supposed to join the same fleet. I hate when that happens. This fleet actually kind of sucks, though. Unless there was something that, like, prevented them from being able to join it, but why that would happen. Decoded ancient data crystals have been found at the dig site, chronicling the Grunners' military exploits. While most are local and of little interest, several volumes detail the Gnur's first encounter with an alien species referred to as the Bull organism. Isn't that? No, that or a Brea. Little more can be gleaned about the Baal at this point, save that they were a massive plantoid species and had many colonies seated amongst the stars. Lead to the end of the cycle? Okay, so it is just Mass Effect. Alright, from this... Do we have the farm building research? I thought we did. I'm gonna do alloys and farms on just together. We have a lot coming from mining. Or you know what? I'm gonna cancel that. There. I want claims more than I want. Crap, I already started it, didn't I? Okay, well. Oops.
Construction complete.
Rip. Our operatives have completed their information gathering operation and have sent a dossier dealing with their findings. Good for them. They have a superior fleet. How dare they? Okay, well, guess who's going to make a second fleet? It's going to be a lot of alloys over a long time for us. So you are going to be... We're added... The shroud grows quiet once more. The weary river of time recedes into well-worn course. The changes foretold by the right divination have come to pass. Go now in awe as you reflect on the workings of the shroud. The colonizers on Fearless Prime explore the planet in hopes of finding more resources to help the day-to-day life. A recent expedition to the North Pole has revealed a large object in the bottom of the ocean. An alien battlecruiser. Also, Santa Claus. Gain research for cruisers. In tech progress. Or we can just get the one. I think we're going to go for this from the spiritualist thing. Like, it might be a unique model or something, but I need to think beyond the terms of unique models. We have 6 and 18. Receiving a transmission from the Lavis Imperium. Good for them. They are pacifists and materialists. Okay. It will be nice and peaceful to them.
Construction complete.
Try to get as many of our fleets going as we can. If we can have 2 fleets fully charged there. Fully charged. That's cool.
Incoming transmission.
We have a non-aggressive pact. How dare they? Establish an embassy with Mengeti. Fine. They ended the war with our overlords, but I don't know if that actually... Yeah, I think that war ended with yeah, Mengeti, that did. Why are they meowing? Why do lizards meow? When did that start? I just... I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. Just gonna keep pissing them off. Data Crystal records revealed that the Gruner waged war against the Bill, desiring the plentiful resources purportedly found on their planets. A set of system coordinates has been successfully extracted from one such record. Our archaeologists are uploading the planet's location to our systems now. The Bell event chain for the precursors.
Situation.
I don't think I've had this one before. Yeah, I guess if I'm not playing a Star Wars mod anymore, I should probably do more ship customization. Another thing where I never do it. Can I track you? Okay, that's way over there, but I guess we can science our way over. Search. The Habitable World Survey, which I'm not sure where in Minnock. Can't do a lot of those just because they're in our allied territory, unless there's a different way to... Does it just require, like, going there? Well, we can put our people on more excavations, because I think we're done with a lot of the other stuff. And for now, you can just assist research, I guess. I'm not sure how defensively built up planets will tend to be. Because again, just Star Wars. We see any of it now? 268. I want to get to like 400, I think, for our army. Just have to go and survey the area. If it's someone else's area that is friendly with you, you can still survey it. Didn't I not have that option? It's Minok. Yeah, I can't survey that with, I guess our only relationship is that they're under the same Overlord. So I'll improve my relationship with a lot of them. We don't really have we don't have any real direct relationship. I can't think of this as a big happy family. I can't just rely on them to undermine Dad with me. And Galactic Treaty Organization. Do we know which... I mean, we know which federation that is. It just told us. But I don't know if that's what these ones are in. Must be. The Guershebor hegemony. Militarist, fanatic militarist. Or materialist. Treat you with swords and shit. Lavis Imperium. These are the pacifists. Okay, these are... I'm just gonna guarantee their independence. Just to piss off their neighbors. I feel like that's a thing that'll annoy these guys.
Incoming transmission. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I'm gonna decline this for now. I don't want to pay the extra. Like, I was willing to start off with that. We detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Milu system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole that our scientists speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart in seconds. Okay, that seems like we're just gonna... get murdered? Well, it's not in our system, technically. It's in the Vacna place, who have almost nothing. So they're just gonna get shredded by the mid-game crisis if the other wormhole comes out at the... Yeah, not great for them. Right. Right, let's get another admiral. Aggressive. Friendly systems. Invasion and friendly systems. Okay, that's all just the friendly system stuff. I guess that's just... The bulwark stuff is only for friendly systems. This creature observed in the Orglian system is unlike anything the ISS Gobble Leader has previously encountered. Highly aggressive and with it destructive capabilities to match. It guards a planetoid that initially scans indicate is exceptionally resource rich. So, I really want to do the aquatic origin with the space dragon in the next playthrough I do.
Our science ship is beset by enemies.
It seems like it's a lot of fun. News of a giant being seen in the dark void of space is spreading across the Empire like a plague. There's concern and optimistic wonder, but mostly brings an existential dread to the populace. Historical documents will record this day as one of tremendous importance. Tremendous? Okay, so let's get Fire Sublight, Leader Experience Gain, or Ship Up. I'm gonna get the one that actually makes the ship better then. And how is our fleets looking? Not quite there yet. We haven't reached the upgrade for Starholds yet either. Once we hit that, I think... I mean, that's still 65 months, but I think we'll be able to go to war. I'll start specializing this planet in research labs. I usually do that with the capital. That'd be such a waste if it's just those two. It might end up being like one of these two. I really just want to equivalent everything. I'm gonna establish an embassy with them. Can I make you my vassal when I'm their vassal? Is that a thing I can do? Like, I feel like having these guys as just our little buddies is... It's a fun goal. It might be cheaper for us to just claim here. Systems will we go? Fleet command limit increased by 20, admiral level cap increased, or I'm gonna get the actual damage improvements now. Our astronomers are confident that the asteroid belt in this system was once a habitable planet, torn asunder by unknown forces. A special project has been issued to study one of the major asteroids in the belt.
Situation
okay, so we can actually do that now. We made it. Looks like we made it. Now we're researching your asteroids because we made it. I'm bad at planet specialization.
Special project complete.
The asteroid is in actuality a chunk of what was once a habitable and probably inhabited planet. Regular but overlapping fracture patterns indicate the planet demolition was intentional and controlled, if somewhat rushed. All signs point to this planet being the homeworld of whatever species destroyed it. You may never know what drove them to consider planetary annihilation to be the lesser evil. Perhaps we should be grateful for that. Alright, that one's done. Where's the next one? For Sitch log. Can I just, like, track all of them on the map? There, I'll track. Can I do that independently? Does that do it for all of them? Sweet. I can untrack the one that's... Ooh. Some of those are a little less accessible right now. Track you on map. Yeah, we can't go near the dragon right now. Too dangerous. How's our fleet manager looking? Reinforce even more. Received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that called themselves the Shintari Collective. They claim to have learned our existence by listening in the communication of another empire we're in contact with. You are another hive mind. I won't say anything mean to them just yet. I want food.
Incoming transmission.
But we're gonna fix that. Defensive pact with them in jelly. Oh shit. It's gonna be a whole situation, isn't it? So if they attack them, then our allies are going to be at war with our little buddies that we're trying to make over there. It's gonna be a whole thing. The Slick Lord has developed new skills. Independence guaranteed to the Shantari. Okay, well, they're all on the same page. This could be an opening. It could be the Lavas Imperium that opens up our ability to mess with our overlords. Stellaris will just end up with World War I style recreation of unsustainable alliances that in game end up just looking like bugs. Maybe between streams I'll look at some more stuff with the ships. You do it on the internet. If you can do multiplayer Stellaris, you can. If you mean in general, is it a thing that exists? That is a thing you can do in the game. If you mean if I'm gonna do it, I'd like to. I need to. I was thinking about like asking Avi and see if he wants to do that. Maybe Wasted would be in for that. Maybe even Shaq. That might be a stretch. I don't think it's gonna happen with Eck and Charlie again. Maybe Charlie. We'll see. At the heart of the formation lies an overgrown processional entrance leading deep underground. Choked with vegetation and half buried in the rubble from some tectonic shift ages past, the going is very hard, and clearing the passageway will be quite an undertaking. More artifacts. Logan Schuntz. Did you just call me? I feel like we're better. Like if we just launch everything at once. It's only 292 though. I think it needs to be even higher. Army upkeep minus 20. I'll go with that. Armies, recruit. I know, like with every expansion, like Paradox does a lot of stuff with streamers and everything. So maybe someday I'll be able to get in on that.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Okay, that one's actually not quite full. Manager. Oh, that's gonna be full. Cool. Then we can invade. We do still need more food. Physics from researchers.
The spirits have
Get the
granted
combat
us
rolls
new
instead.
wisdom.
And defense army damage or naval capacity from soldier jobs. With that one. I don't have any block or clearing capabilities on that yet. Once past the collapsed entrance, a tunnel bores deep in the earth. Architecturally flawless despite its age. Kilometers down, it opens into a massive, perfectly spherical chamber. Floating a suspension field at the very center is an inscrutable alien device. A semi-opaque, amber-tinted cube with intricate alien patterns inscribed on all 6 sides. Touching the inscription causes rhythmic pulses of light to be emitted from the cube. There's no trace of any known language, code, or mathematical equation in the chamber or on the puzzle box itself, but it's fairly safe to assume that the box is a riddle of some kind. Did we just find like a Rubik's cube in a big chamber? Is that what that is? Oh shit, they've actually expanded even more on the opposite side there. Not sure why. Yeah, they must not have. Huh? Why's all the borders? Are they way up there too? No, that's the Shintari. Oh, they're at war. That's what's going on there. In that case. This is perfect. I was wondering why the... Alright.
The Crusade of the righteous begins.
If they're busy defending against other wars... Oh, never mind. I was... Yeah, they're at war with Quepto, with us, and the Shintari. So that's perfect. $976. We're at 1600. We can just take out all this in one go. And it's 478. I'm going to try to get a little bit higher even. You upgrade and...
Heretic station engaged.
Things there. We'll go slower so that it doesn't look quite so... We got the light show going on. Them aliens, good for them. Oh, you bastards. I mean, either way. I'm gonna send one of them to the south, and then we'll relink up. Nope. Don't separate. If we've got both of these together, then I don't think that can stop us. Like, we can take out one of their, hopefully, main fleets, even though I haven't customized anything, and we might just get annihilated on that. Got some jellyfish we're going to come across. The peace deal, I'm not going to lie, not ideal for our situation. It's not peace ideal. But it's better to still go sooner than later on that, I think. Like, we don't want them to fully recover from the war.
Heretic fleet engaged.
Come on, second fleet, get in.
Construction complete.
Only showing the one on our side.
The apostates are after our spaceport.
Alright, where are they? Are they attacking? Whose spaceport are they after? Okay, there we go. We can go onto the station now. And there we go. While we're here, I am going to try to reinforce before we get overwhelmed by anything. And then we can try to just invade some of the planets. It's only 321.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Starholds we can upgrade as well. Army damage plus 5%. That'd be a good time for that. And I will upgrade to Starhold. Do we need to sell some alloys for food? We can. Planet summary. You seem like you want to do some food production for us, even though really not the specialization I want on that. You know what? I really don't want that specialization on that. I'll just sell for food if I have to. It's 1,000 points they have there. That is going to jump in. Maybe? Or not. If they don't... Like, if we can kill both of these fleets separately, even if they come back and try to take out that... Chorus Con? Really? Is that what we're doing?
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
I mean... I feel like I've heard of a similar planet somewhere. Alright, let's see if we can take Chorus Con. Or if we Chorus Con.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Okay, what's this planet look like? That's about 2k. That's going to be more than we can handle on our own with either of the fleets. Why can't I drag you to another? There you go.
Our champions have secured a
We received some rather troubling reports regarding the deterioration of deteriorating health of General Loomper. Their haggard appearance makes it look as though they have aged nearly 20 years. The burden of duty can be a heavy thing to bear. The burden of duty can have heavy bears. I'll take the status quo on this. We'll accept this for now. There. We got the system. Maybe I should have claimed this one, cut them off from each other, but yeah, I should have done that.
Wisdom.
Oh well. Ooh, terraforming, but there's not any planets nearby that we really want to terraform. So let's get society research. A lot of food we're going to be missing out on. And can I turn you into a planet summary? Great Ascension here. I don't know what that does. What do they have? Precinct houses. I don't think that's... I don't think that's necessary right now. Well, at least disable it. I won't get rid of it. Like, there's such a... It seems so unnecessary. Move... Well, I don't need to move. Can you just join any fleet? I accidentally moved one of you. Reinforce as much as we can. Ooh, minerals are going to be a problem. So for now... I'm going to sell some alloys and minerals. Do that. I don't need a lot of these. And sell some of you. I'll just sell 7. And we'll buy... minerals. That should still put us pretty firmly in the positives. They just look so much like Royal Guards. Ooh, the Centauri... pretty big too. So there's a pretty solid northern border for them to come up against, and they're clearly not the biggest fans of our enemies here. So I think over the next little while, we're gonna easily overtake these guys. I probably should claim as much of the actual territory as possible, because if we just take all their planets and then eliminate them, then it's just going to be super easy for someone else to get in there and claim the rest of the systems, which doesn't help us at all.
Construction complete.
We are above our naval capacity. I don't know that I want to move up the station either. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Hager system. For now, we'll have ARP aliens. That's kind of rude. Although wildly abstract, the patterns on the puzzle box surface turned out to be stellar constellations. This was not immediately apparent because the viewpoint from which the constellations were depicted originates, ominously, from outside our own galaxy. Once that discovery has been made, unlocking the box was easy. It is, in fact, a map. Once the puzzle box was solved, it lit up to reveal a holographic display of a nearby star system, focusing on a particular location in the outer belt. Observations of that point revealed an unusually dense star cluster of rocky debris, some of it continental in size. Upon inspection, it turned out to be the remaining fragments of an entire planet that was somehow destroyed many eons ago. Whatever was there, and whatever inspired the construction of this grand edifice pointing this way, long gone. Alright. So we've made a good start here. I think that is going to do it for our first stream of this series. We'll definitely be back next week. Hopefully another stream in the meantime as well, though I'm not sure when exactly that would be able to fit in. So assume next Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe something else in the interim. Either way, hope you've enjoyed this first look at Stellaris with the new DLC.